Dr. Rowe, welcome to the Leanpub launch video for Idiots Are Invincible, the foolproof Rowe method to handle them, solve problems, and enjoy the process. Thank you very much for taking some time out of what I assume is a beautiful morning to talk to all of us about yourself and about your book. So I was wondering if you could just maybe take a moment to talk about yourself first.
Well, about myself. I was born and raised in Greece. I studied in the United States, in Ithaca College, New York. Then I moved to Australia to pursue a PhD in psychology. And then I went back to Greece, worked as the head of the Department of Psychology for about 15 years at the University of Sheffield City College. And then back again to Australia for another 5 years. I worked at a couple of universities there. And now I'm back in Greece. Well, I forgot the 2 year in Cyprus. I've written a couple of books, and I think they're a lot of fun.
I think so too. I just wanted one thing that I found interesting, just doing a little bit of research before our meeting here, was that I think your background was in sports and sports psychology. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I studied sports psychology at Ithaca College, upstate New York, which is performance enhancement. It's behavior change. So that's very much related to the first book that I wrote, Prince to Frog and vice versa.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that one in a separate video. This one, it sort of caught my eye because this whole idea of idiots are invincible, I think is something that we can all feel all the time. And your book is about a lighthearted approach to that, but it's also very serious, which is about what can we do if we're feeling overwhelmed by, say, sort of if we're allowing ourselves to be overwhelmed by negative influences in our lives. And you have something there specifically called the Rowe method. So without giving away all the details, can you maybe take a minute just to talk about what the Rowe method is for dealing with idiots?
Sure. We haven't defined what idiots are.
Let's do that.
You want to start that? Okay.
Yeah.
Most people, when they see the title, they laugh and they say, "Oh, are you right? The author is right." The book has been very popular in Greece, and then it's published in English and Bulgarian. So they say, "Yeah, the author is right. The idiots are invincible," and they all agree about that. But I have found someone who said, "Well, wait a second, maybe I'm the idiot. So who are these idiots? It's always the others. We never think that it could be us. That for the others, we are the others." And when I talk about idiots, I don't mean the retarded or with low IQ. I mean people who do not behave the way we would like them to behave. And we think that that's the right way. But for them, that's the right way. So it's always the others, but it could be us. It could be our own thoughts that create problems for us and for others. So I've developed the Rowe methods from Dr. Rowe. Obviously, when I die, I will be famous. Which is very simple. It's based on ancient Greek philosophy. And Epictetus said the things that people are not disturbed by things, but by what happened, by events, but by their perception, their opinion about them. So the Rowe method is just a basic application of that. And what you need to do when something happens that annoys you is you simply need to think, is there something I can do about it? And second, if not, then maybe I need to accept it. So there's always two options, option A and option B, for anything that happens. Option A, if there's something I can do, then I need to find out what that is. I need to engage in problem solving. And there's basic steps that we follow. And after you've done that, and you tried everything, and you asked people, and you looked at the internet, and you asked AI, and you couldn't solve the problem, then there's no other option. I mean, the only other option is to accept it. So the second part is dealing with your emotions and finding other places to invest your limited energy, because that's limited.
One thing I personally really found great about this sort of spirit of your book is and you've mentioned this kind of, is that often in our lives, sometimes all of us, some of the time, some of us all of the time, the last place we'll look for the cause of and solution to our problems is in the mirror. And it's often actually really important to sort of if you haven't been doing that, that's fine. But if you're finding these intractable problems with your stress or emotions or other people in your lives, look in the mirror. There might be the source of the problem or the source of a solution, and they're looking right back at you. Well, Dr. Rowe, thank you very much for taking some time to do this video. We try to keep them a little bit brief, so we can encourage people to go to the book. There will be links to all sorts of interesting things in the description of this video, wherever you find it. So thank you very much, Dr. Rowe.
Thank you.